Now let's see how we'll be using decimal in money. Okay, we every day we are using rupees, paisa. We say 5 rupees and 10 paisa, or 5 rupees and 25 paisa, or 100 rupees and 50 paisa. So how do we write that? So we know 1 rupee is equal to 100 paisa. You know that? Or you can write 100 paisa is equal to 1 rupee, is the same thing. I've just written this side and that side. So if 100 paisa is equal to 1 rupee, then 1 paisa will be equal to 1 by 100 rupee. Now how many zeros are there? 2 zeros. So what I will write? 0.01. And never forget to write a 0 before the decimal. Okay, this I have explained you before also, that before decimal you have to write a 0. So 0.01, see, 0.01 rupee. That means 1 paisa is equal to 0.01 rupee. So, or similarly, if 1 paisa is that much, then 3 paisa will be how much? It will be equal to how much rupee? 3 by 100, that is 0.03 rupee. Clear? It's the same thing. See, I have written 3 here above and 100, and it is 0.03 rupee. Since there are 2 zeros, so after decimal we have two numbers. Now suppose if I have 79 paisa, then how to convert into rupee? It is the same process, 79 by 100. So you write the number 79, skip 2 points to the left side from starting from right. You have a decimal here, it will be a 0 here. So it will be, if I write a 0 here, so it will be 0.79 rupee. Clear? What if I have to give, and you have been told that you have to 2 rupees and 55 paisa, and you have to write in a decimal form. Means like this. This is the decimal form. Okay. How will you write it? So we know I can write rupees 2 and 55 paisa as this. This is the answer. How we got this answer? We'll write rupees 2 plus 0.55. Why I have written 0.55? See here. They have told 55 paisa. So 55 paisa can be written by 55 by 100. And this, it will be 0.55. This portion, this thing you have to show in rough when you are solving a problem. Now, this 2 rupees. Now, this is what? This is in rupee form. Isn't it? This is in rupee form. And this is also in rupee. And you know that when we add, both the units should be same. Means all the units should be in, all the numbers which we are adding should be in the same unit. If it is centimeter, it should be centimeter. If kilometer, it should be kilometer. If it's rupee, it should be rupee. Like that. So now since both are in rupee form, we can add it 2.2 plus 0.55. When we add them up, we get 2.55. So rupees 2.55 represents what? This is the rupees part. 2 is the rupees part, and this is the paisa part. Okay. Now this, from this we can understand one thing, and for you can say by seeing this number, even if you don't solve all this, if, you can see by looking at this number, you can say this is the rupee part, and after decimal, whatever number comes, that is in the paisa form. This is in the case of rupees and paisa. Now let's come to decimal in lengths. You have different length. It's centimeter, it's kilometer, it's meter. When we measure your length, suppose our length we measure in feet or inches or in centimeter, meter. When we measure cloth, then we use meter. When we say the distance from one place to another place, we either use meter or kilometer. So meter is a small, we measure distance between two places, that is short distances in meter, and if the places are very far away, we measure in kilometer. And centimeter or millimeter, these are used to measure small things. Okay, these are used to measure small things, such as suppose length of a paper or length of a any you can say a thread, like that. Okay, so or a cloth, when you are measuring cloth, you measure in centimeter or in meter, not in millimeter. So now let's see how we convert this. So 10 millimeter is equal to 1 centimeter, or we can say 1 millimeter. How can we write 1 millimeter? We can write 1 millimeter is equal to 1 by 10 centimeter. Clear? Now 1 millimeter, since there is only 1 0, so we will be writing 0.1 centimeter. Now what if it is 6 millimeter? Is the same process. We will be writing 6 by 10, so we will be getting 0.6 centimeter. I am showing you the conversions first, then I will show you how you add it up. Then when it is 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter. So 1 centimeter will be 1 by 100 meter. I have got this 1, I have got 100 below, is the unitary method. So 1 centimeter is equal to, how many zeros are there? 2 zeros. So after decimal there will be 2 number. So it will be 0.01 meter. Now 9 centimeter is the same thing. I have, instead of 1 I am writing 9 and I will be getting 0.09 meter. Now for kilometer, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. So 1000 meter is equal to 1 kilometer, or 1 meter will be 1 by 1000 kilometer, or it will be 1 meter is equal to 0.001 kilometer. Why? Because there are 3 zeros, so we will be adding 3 numbers after decimal. Suppose if it is 71 meter, then what I will write? Instead of 1 I will be writing 71 and I will be getting this number. Okay. So you have to remember these things. 10 millimeter is equal to 1 centimeter, 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter, and 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. Now suppose when I have 1 meter is plus and 9 centimeter, and I am supposed to write this in centimeter, in meter, sorry, not in centimeter, in meter. What I will do, I will write 1 meter and I will convert this centimeter into meter. Now if I convert 9 centimeter into meter, I will get 0.09 by the same process I have shown you here. Here you see I have shown you. So it will be 1.09 meter, or 5 meter and 45 centimeter. So 5 meter I will be writing 5 meter, 45 centimeter I will be converting into meter. See here I have converted 45 centimeter is equal to 45 by 100 will be equal to 0.05 meter. So I will be adding up and I will be getting 5.45 meter. Clear? Similarly is in the case of kilometer. If it is 9 kilometer and 143 meter, then 9 kilometer I will be converting this into kilometer. Here you see I have converted 1000 kilometer is equal to 1 kilometer. 1 meter will be 1 by 1000 kilometer, and 43 meter will be, can be written as 43 by 1000 kilometer. It will be represented in kilometer. So it will be 0.043 kilometer. Okay. Now when we have got this, now we have converted this 43 meter into kilometer. So now we can add the 9 kilometer and 143. Sorry, it was 143 meter. No, so it will be like this. Okay. So 143. So 9.143 kilometer. Okay. After adding, we get it this way. Similarly, when we come to kilogram, 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram, or 1000 gram is equal to 1 kg. So 1 gram will be 1 by 1000 kg. That will be equal to 0.001 kg. That means 1 gram has a value of this much kg. You can remember this. You have to remember this and then get to the derivation of this. Otherwise, you remember this and this. Now, when we have to add 7 kg and 809 gram, we will again do it like this. We have, as we had converted this. So 809 gram will be 809 kg, means 809 gram will be converted to 0.809 kg. Now when we add, we will get this answer. Means we will be adding 7 and 0.809. This will lead to 879 kg. Okay. Or similar, this kg is for the measurement of the weight of suppose fruit, vegetable, or even you can weigh cloth or anything when you are weighing something. Now when you are measuring a liquid, then we do it in liter, milliliter. So 1000 milliliter is equal to 1 liter. 1 milliliter will be 1 by 1000 liter, or 1 milliliter will be 0.001 liter. So similarly 15 milliliter will be 15 by 1000 and it will be 0.015 liter. So now when we add 5 liter and 15 milliliter, so we will be adding 5. I have skipped one step. It will be 5 plus 0.015. This will lead to this answer. Okay. So this is the answer, and this is how you have to convert and then do the sum.